Real women, real battles, real victories. A personal tragedy for one of our next guests inspired the creation of Hush, the pop-up Girl Talk event where women can come together to talk and cultivate a genuine sisterhood among women. Joining us more to tell us all about it are organizers Kaya Hopkins and Katrina Mazak. It's nice to meet both of you. Thanks for coming in. Thanks for being back with us.
Absolutely, it's a pleasure.
This is going to be a fantastic event. It came out of personal experience, so that brings plenty to the table. Yeah. Let's talk about Hush and what it's going to be about.
Okay, yeah, for sure. Hush definitely came from that personal experience within me. Last month, my husband and I, this was our first baby, and I had a miscarriage. And during that time, I felt very purposeless. I felt like, okay, what do I do now? Like, what's next? Like, as any woman would. And I really had to look at that perspective, like, from a different lens. I had to look at it like, okay, Kaya, what is next? Like, what are you gonna do? And immediately after I changed my perspective, the idea Hush just came, and I was just like, okay, there needs to be a sisterhood of women who really can just be real and open and honest. And as I began to share my story with more women, it was kind of like a secret. Women came out like, oh, I had a miscarriage too, or oh my gosh, like, I don't know what that's like, but I've had this situation. I'm just like, why is it a secret? Like, why are we whispering, you know, about it? And then like that just kind of confirmed the name Hush even more. And the more I came out, the more I realized that I would overcome. The more I shared my story, the more comfortable I became, and the more I overcame with it. So I began to think, and I was like, okay, how many women are dealing with things secretly, in isolation, alone? And then it became a bigger picture of how many women are not connected to the right women to help push them and encourage them. So I thought of Katrina, and I messaged her on Facebook. We had only met one time before then. Yes. I messaged her, and I knew it was like a God thing, because I'm like, okay, I randomly like hit up Katrina, like, okay, we need to talk about this. I'm like messaging her on Facebook Messenger. We need to talk about this, and let's just get this idea together. So we met, and it was like a 3.5-hour meeting, planned out our second time meeting, planned out the entire Hush event, and that is what we have now.
Wow, so ask a question and you'll get that answer. First and foremost, I'm terribly sorry for your loss. And I'm so happy and encouraged to hear that something so positive, both for you and what's going to be positive for so many others, is coming out of it. It is amazing to me that when these experiences happen, how many women do come forward, but it is said in such a hushed tone.
It is.
And so it is important to have this conversation. This is not the only topic, miscarriage is not the only topic that you're hoping will come out of this. What will the event look like? What will this be all about?
Okay, so the event, we are going to just be celebrating each other. We're going to be able to talk. We're trying to design an environment where women feel open to be able to share with each other and hopefully be able to connect with their soul sister mate, someone that will be able to push them into what God has called them to be, and also get rid of the dead things that are holding them down from living that purposeless life.
Sometimes having that conversation can be a big part of that.
Yeah. Yes. For sure.
And how are you facilitating the day? How will it all come together?
So I told Katrina when we first met, I was like, I want this to be like how sleepovers used to be as a child. Like, you know, you have the best time, you would eat like food, you would dance around, you would sing, you would share secrets, you know, and you kind of just had that really good girl time. So I told her, of course, Hush is not a sleepover, but I told her, like, let's elevate it like how a sleepover would be with those same elements. So we're gonna sing, we're gonna dance, we're gonna play games, we're gonna have interactive activities, but we're also gonna have a very diverse panel of women who come from all walks of life. I think I might be the youngest, I'm 23, and the oldest is like mid-50s. So it's a range of ages, and we're all gonna share our stories, where we come from, how we overcame, and kind of like tips on how the women in the audience can, in a sense, like overcome with us, and where we have had that personal experience with. So it's gonna be a really fun time, like Katrina said, a time to connect with other women that you may have never thought you would connect with. Like I said, dancing, singing, activities, fun team building things as well, to kind of cause like a personal reflection as well. So it's going to be a really good day,
And Katrina, you come from that event planning background, so you know how to put one of these strategic events together. And that must be a lot of fun for you.
It is. This is even more special to me because it's something that we both are really passionate about, just about women connecting to each other. Sometimes, like she said, when we're going through these things, we feel like we're alone, and there's more women out there that are going through the same thing and may be able to assist us with going through the process. So this is going to be fun, and I know people are going to enjoy themselves and just be renewed through the experience.
I do find that it's amazing that I think all of us end up realizing at a certain point we're all going through something, but yet we go through our everyday thinking, well, it's just me.
Yeah.
I'm alone in this. And I would imagine in you starting this conversation about the event even happening, you're getting a lot of positive input.
My inbox on Facebook is full. Like, so many women are coming in, and it's great because I actually shared my miscarriage story on Facebook Live. And those who know me know I'm a very personal, I'm just a very real person, and I just really feel like anything that I've gone through, and Katrina's the same way, that we have it to help somebody else. So I shared my story on Facebook Live, and my inbox just started rolling in with people, not just with miscarriages, but just things like, okay, I dropped out of college and I don't know what to do, or I did this, and it was just like, wow, like, just from, of course, Hush is not about a miscarriage process, but it's about anything that we've gone through. But it's just how, it's so funny how you opening up can open up so many more opportunities for women just to really be open and real and honest, in a sense.
Well, you both have been. Thank you for being with us this morning, and we're going to share information so everybody knows how to find